Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm back with another John Deere video. These seem to be my favorite videos to make recently. Just can't get enough of being out in the tractor. And today we're going to cover the snowstorm that we got in Connecticut on January 29th, 2022. So I'm going to talk my way through some of this video, and then during other parts of the video, we'll just let the video play. If you've watched some of my videos before, you would have heard me say that plowing the driveway is primarily one of the reasons that I got this tractor. We have a 1,000-foot driveway here. I used to work at a landscaping company for 20 years. I was able to take trucks home whenever I wanted to plow my driveway, and I'm at the point in my life now where I just don't want to have to go borrow anybody else's stuff. I don't want anything to break, and I have always wanted a tractor. I got a flyer in the mail a few months ago for 0%, throw some money down and have a nice easy payment on a tractor like this, and I just couldn't resist anymore. I had to do it. Since then, the amount of reasons that I've had to get out and use this tractor is aplenty. So, very good purchase. I think I'm gonna have it for most of my life, and I absolutely love this machine. So, let's watch a little bit of this long stretch plowing with the bucket here. Now, we're talking 12 to 14 inches of snow on this driveway right now. Let's have a little look, and I'll come back with some voice in a little bit. So normally for a snowstorm like this, you'd probably break it up into two, go out and plow the first 6 or 7 inches and then go out and plow the next 6 or 7 inches later on, but I did not want to do that today. I wanted to let this snow build up as much as possible, and I just wanted to go out and see what this machine could push, see what this machine could lift, and as you'll see from the video, it did a really darn good job. I mean, for a small homeowner tractor, I really think that these machines are super powerful and give you as much as you could want for doing stuff that most guys are going to do around the house. I wouldn't call this a farming machine, but for a homeowner machine, wow, it is awesome. It is impressive. I just absolutely love this thing. So you'll see right there, I'm starting to go uphill. I've got some snow in the bucket, and this is somewhat of a good push right here. I don't have loaded tires. I don't have chains on the tires, so I wouldn't say that I have maximum traction, but I've got some good traction. As we get to this point right here, it builds up a little bit, and I've got to scoop it up, drive backwards, and then dump the bucket to kind of get some out of my way. I did end up having some kind of a problem that was really ticking me off throughout the plowing experience that I had a couple weeks ago. In the direction that this machine is heading right now, my driveway slopes from left to right for drainage. I don't know what was going on, but the machine constantly wanted to push right as I was going out the driveway and wanted to push left as I was coming back in the driveway. So it must have something to do with having a big load in the front and having the pitch of the driveway right there. I actually started to get really frustrated because I couldn't plow in a straight line. I had to continually build up snow in the bucket and then pull off to the side and dump it. Back up, try to go forward in a straight line, but get pushed in that same direction, dump the bucket. Today, I definitely would have benefited from having a plow on the machine. This is only our second snowstorm of the year, and the first one we only got about 6 or 7 inches. I had no issues with that whatsoever. So we'll let the video run a little bit here, and I'll come back in and explain what's going on when it starts happening so you can understand what I'm saying. So here you'll see where I start to have the issue that I'm talking about. If you notice my front right tire, it is turned pretty much all the way to the right now, and I cannot get the machine to go down the middle of the driveway. It constantly wants to push off to the left side, so I have to scoop and dump off, or as I did in this situation, I just scooped back up and then try to go down the middle of the driveway. So I know that having a bucket here, you're gonna get a lot of overflow and spill off to the side, which really doesn't bother me because when I'm out on my tractor, I'm having a blast and I love being out there. If somebody would have offered me a plow for this snowstorm, I probably would have taken it because I ended up spending about 5 hours out here plowing my driveway this day. Again, if I was to break up this storm, I would have had no problem, but if you're gonna go out in a big storm, I understand now why they say that you really need a plow. So here I am going down my driveway, which I do share with 2 other people. The people at the top, my buddy Patrick, he's a great guy. I like to take care of him. And then these are our friends Marie and Stefan in the middle. She's actually coming out to have a chat with me right now because her husband took the kids sledding in the yard with their Nissan Xterra, and the snow just kept getting deeper and deeper, and they ended up burying the vehicle. So she said they might need a hand, and of course I said, please let me know if I could help you. We'll get some heavy-duty rope and we'll pull it out. Again, you can see here I'm trying to push down the center of the driveway, but just keep getting pushed to the left. So I've got to scoop, dump, back up, try to go straight again. For those who might be wondering, most of the time I'm running this machine tonight, I'm anywhere between 2,500 and 3,000 RPMs. Most of the time I'm pushing in high gear. Sometimes I end up going down to low gear. The temperature is about 20 degrees out right now. Some people will say, why don't you have a cab? Well, I'm still young enough where the temperature doesn't really bother me. I don't care how cold it is. I can stay out here for, 5 hours like I did today, and I don't really feel the cold at all. Also, for those that are wondering, I'm filming with the GoPro Hero 10 right now with the media mod on it that's got that little extra microphone, and it also has the super wide lens on it. Although I'm cropped in a little bit right now, I think you can get to like the equivalent of 14 millimeters on it, and it's also got the horizon leveling option on there. So regardless of how much the GoPro twists left and right on the horizon, it will automatically keep a flat horizon. So now we're on kind of my part of the driveway towards the back. You can see my firewood pile coming up right here. Got a nice big scoop in that bucket. You can see a lot is spilling over to the right side, which again, doesn't really bother me, but this machine is pushing no problem. This massive load of snow that it's got in front is like nothing. This is our house in the back right here, our simple little 1,800 square foot raised ranch that we scooped up in August of 2020. Actually, that's when we moved in. We made the deal with the builder in March of 2020, just before the world went crazy, and I swear that this guy could have got another $50,000 for this house if it was just a matter of another couple months. So we're super lucky. We absolutely love it back here. It's super private, 6.5 acres. We love this long driveway and can't wait to get a nice lawn so we can play out there with our daughter. Hopefully this summer it looks really good. I'm sure it's gonna look real good this spring after all the water that this snow is gonna melt into. Making my way back out of the driveway here, as I was talking before, the pitch is now going from left to right. You can see my machine is just getting pushed right and pushed right and pushed right. And this got super frustrating. I have to admit, I was really annoyed with this. Here you can see the neighbor Marie approaching again, and they came to the conclusion that they wanted to have some fun and try to dig the Xterra out themselves. So I didn't end up helping them today, but the next day I actually did help them because they were pretty buried and we were able to get the vehicle out of the yard. So I'm going to turn the machine around here and head back towards my house. I didn't know how long the GoPro was going to last out here. These things are terrible in the cold. The batteries last, 20 or 30 minutes if you're lucky. So I kind of wanted to concentrate on some of the main long stretches that I have so that people could see how much the bucket could push, how much the machine could push before the battery died. Also, if you're wondering what I pay for a machine like this, the sticker price on this John Deere was just over $26,000, and I ended up getting it for $22,900 and change. So I got a good deal on it. I was very happy with it. I put $5,000 down, and I pay $330 a month for this machine. So it's a nice, comfortable, easy payment for me, and like I said, I hope it is a lifetime purchase. Here we go, heading back out of the driveway. You can see that the steering wheel is turned all the way to the left, and I'm actually able to keep a little bit more of a straight line here because I have less and less snow in the bucket. But you'll see in another 40 or 50 feet here where I try to maneuver the tractor a little bit more. Right here, I'm getting pushed right, getting pushed right, getting pushed right. So I have to bail off and scoop it out of the bucket. This is my buddy Patrick up in the front. Definitely like to take care of him and his mom, who's living with him at the time right now in their house. Want to make sure that they can get in and out of their garage, no problem. He's got the slight little bit of an incline that leads up to the main road here, so I push everything from the top down and put it in front of his stairs. We ended up having a pretty big pile at the end of the night down in front of his steps there, and this is where I put the snow from the top of the driveway, just to the right of Patrick's entrance. Of course, you've got to go up and clear out the mailboxes so the post people can get in, and then we're back into the driveway. Again, you can see here as we approach my neighbors in the middle, I've got the steering wheel pretty much turned all the way to the right, and the machine does not want to go that way. Geez, if anybody's made it this far in the video, should I have tire chains on the front of my machine? Like if I got tire chains for the back, would it be beneficial to put them on the front tires? I do not know the answer to that question. If somebody does, let me know. And this is what it looked like at the end of the night after about 12 hours of snow. There's my little Hyundai Elantra, my wife's Palisade, in the extra parking spot that I was talking about earlier for my mother-in-law. And that's what it looked like around our house. We got a lot of snow. I mean, this was a pretty good storm for us. So now it was time for me to clean up around the house. It was the very end of the night here. I think it was about 7:30 or 8 o'clock when I started working around our house. At this point right here, I'm actually just heading from my driveway onto my grass, just plowing behind my wife's Palisade, cleaning up that extra spot. And then, of course, I went up to the top of the driveway to help clean out Patrick again, just to get any extra snow that had come down. I think we ended up getting another 2 or 3 inches since I had been out there, so of course I want to keep that driveway nice and clean for them to get in and out. And then we ended off with the kind of a nice fast pass down the driveway, just checking out everything, making sure it looks good. Wow, if you made it this far into the video, I guess shoot me a comment and let me know you made it to 17 minutes and 30 seconds. That would be exciting. Oh, as you can see right there, the camera just got really twisted up. I banged into a rut in the driveway. I'm glad I looked back at the camera because otherwise it would have been left in that position. Even though I was pretty much done for the night, here I am just plowing in front of their garbage cans, making sure they can get in and out of there for the next couple days. And that's the end of the video. If you've got any input or information for me or feel like there's something I should know, please let me know. I just wanted to make this video to let everybody see what it's like plowing with just the bucket on the 1025R on a pretty long driveway with a lot of snow. Thanks for watching.